Spiderweb Mind. This piece was created in 2001. It is an oil on canvas. It's 14 inches by 20 inches. I painted this while in Florence, Italy, age 19. I was there at the Lorenzo de' Medici Art Institute, studying art history, and Italian language. I was always quite a solitary person and a deep thinker, introspecting and introverted and contemplative. By this time, art had very much become a place of communion. I felt good when I painted. I felt like there was another presence, a loving, soft, gentle, non-judgmental, open, expansive, beautiful presence with me. While I painted, I felt like I was channeling and communing with a benevolent energy that I called God. And I was interested in the mind and emotions and inner versus outer and other versus self, and the layers and complexity of communication on every level, be it verbal, emotional, energetic. I had adopted the Spiderweb Mind template or mythology or ideology or imagery as a way to explain and understand the mind and how memories and feelings stick to it, and it seems to be this construct that gets woven and developed denser and deeper and more complex as we grow. And I was sitting painting and thinking and observing the thinker and the one observing, and traveling in my mind and saying, how do you honor these memories and pick them apart and pull them out and reframe them, and what does this all mean? And when you remove one, it seems that they're all tied together, and it affects all of them, all of the memories, bruises and scars and impressions that life leaves as we travel and spiral through time, as our physical body evolves through time. I was curious about where this mind exists, because it's not just in the brain, it's in the limbs and the organs and the palms of our hands and the way our jaw clenches and the furrow of our brow, or deep in your chest somewhere, or a twist in the stomach. Sitting and painting allowed me to be with all these sensations and try to give them form and meaning and a place, rather than just being erased. What are you? What are you, shadow? What are you stuck down there? How far does this go? Where does this web lead? And I'm building this web. I can be a conscious creator of this web going forward. I decide what sticks, I decide how I build my web. And I would practice with this. And this has been a core theme, and this was a very important painting that I expressed to get this idea out of the concept of my own mind and into form, to anchor it and then go forward and continue my studies. I consider this piece a very pivotal cornerstone piece in my collection. It's the first in a trilogy with 2 more Spiderweb Mind self-portraits arriving sometime later in the first year, I believe, after I got sober, which was in 2006. So this one was born in 2001. And then it wasn't until 2006, when I first got sober, that I revisited this and created 2 additional Spiderweb Mind pieces that reflect on the state of my mind at that time. I was interested in self-portraiture as a way to look through a higher lens at myself, which is the entire concept of art therapy, where you can make yourself the subject or the object and look from a higher lens at yourself and your mind and physical form as an art piece, as a piece of clay that you're building something with. And suddenly you're the creator. You're aligned with the creator. And that's stepping into the higher self, stepping into your power, aligning with the power of God. And it's in an exquisite, humble, sobering, honest way, because you're also channeling through your own hand which is the subconscious mind, your body. You create an image through your perception, and then you're revealed to yourself in a way. And you can be informed by your own art. It's like looking in a mirror, but it's like an X-ray vision. Because the elements of art and the idiosyncrasies that come out in the art, and the colors you might choose, or the expression that happens naturally, or the form that takes shape, informs you in a way that just simply looking at a mirror, you just see the surface. But if you paint a self-portrait and you observe yourself and you channel yourself through yourself, you can really learn a lot. And this is what I practiced, and why I have self-portraits sprinkled through my whole body of work, and I will always circle back to a self-portrait every now and then when I'm called to. It's like taking my temperature. It's like taking a check-in, doing an inventory. Let's see how I'm doing. Let's put the lens on me. Where am I at in my development, in my spiritual growth, in my evolution of self? And this Spiderweb Mind portrait was very much an anchoring and first solid look at acknowledging that there was dirt and grime and, broken strands and things lodged in my web deep down inside that were going to continuously affect anything new that I was to build in that web. I was realizing that I'm responsible for my web. I have to go back down in there and clean that up as I'm building a new web, or it's just gonna all get buried down there. And in painting and continuing to seek and inquire and observe, I have found that I have been able to successfully transform my inner web, my web of my mind, my web of my spirit, my soul, my subconscious. I've been able to reframe a lot of the happenings and fractures and befriend and transmute a lot of the shadows that lingered. And it's a continuous process. And you can look from many angles and perspectives. And you can reshape and reframe things. And then you can consciously build new structures. And you can weave your web any way that you like. The power of art compels me.